Welcome, everyone. It's Sunday afternoon. The Olympics have officially begun. As you guys can see with the background and from the title of this, we'll be doing this for both the men's and women's Olympic team. The men's got rolling a little earlier today with their in group play taking on Serbia, beating Serbia 110 to 84. Joined as always, we got Raymond Lyons, Cardo Dudley Jr. I'm Wilson Turpin Jr. But Ray, we'll start with you. Your thoughts on the U.S.'s win over Serbia?
Yeah, man. Good way to get started. Really balanced attack. They defended well, shared the ball. The guys they seemed to gel. Looked like the pieces were put together with intention. A lot's always made of who was selected, who was left off, and things like that. But I mean, at this point, what what good would a Jaylen Brown have done? I mean, not to say he couldn't contribute, but it, are you really losing that much by not including him now? Like Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton didn't even touch the floor, so it's it's enough to go around, man. Well, it's too much to go around actually. Like whenever it's a situation like this with limited spots, deserving people going to get left off. That's just simple math. So don't it's much ado about nothing as far as I'm concerned. I just want to focus on the guys that are here and how they're playing and how they're connecting and playing off each other. The greatest scorer in Olympic history got busy. Kevin Durant. We didn't see him in the warm up games, but he's clearly ready to go. Yeah, we know what he does in these situations. It's no need to harp on that. But my biggest thing was defensively. They got to it, man, and that's what they're going to have to do to get these wins. And if they defend like that, they're nobody's going to be able to beat them because we know what they're capable of offensively. They got super talented guys on that end, but the continuity defensively and then playing together, that's going to be the separator, and that's what's going to give them the cushion, get them those easy baskets in transition, and just make things simpler for themselves. It's much harder to try to simply outscore the other team. Put the clamps on them, get some separation, give yourself opportunity to breathe a little easier, and get your main guys some chances to get some breaks and rest. I think that's the recipe for them. Hopefully they can carry it out for the duration of these games.
Cardell.
Yeah, good way to start Olympic play. Send a message. I think the USA's depth just wore them down as the game went along. Every team gonna come out with energy because they playing the USA, the dominant superpower in basketball. They're gonna come out excited or whatnot. Every team has multiple NBA guys on their team. Obviously Serbia, Bogdanovich, obviously Jokic. Many feels the best player in the game right now. But you can't do it alone, man. That's the problem when you face USA. You got all NBA guys that don't even play. You see what I'm saying? And champions that didn't even play, and you got to deal with them. I thought in the first half, both teams were trying to feel the way. I kind of got the feeling that Serbia in the exhibition run, was playing, rope a dope a little bit. They didn't want to show their full hand. Obviously, no Bogdanovich played. They didn't play. But after that, when Kevin stepped in the game, that's the nuclear weapon no one can match. That's the nuclear weapon no one can match, man, because he center size, or at least height-wise, center height with guard skills can murder you from all three levels. And in an Olympic competition, if you can get back in defense and get on the half court, he's the one guy for the USA that can get his at any time. You know what I'm saying? LeBron's a freight train in transition. Obviously, he's an elite playmaker or whatnot. But if you need to go to basket, where spotting up, on the move, one-on-one, mid-range, three-point, post up on a low block, get into the basket, free throw line, however way you want it. That's Kevin. And he's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't played the exhibition thing. He was chilling. So now, you just saw what he brings. He what he start 7-7? And he kind of blew the game wide open. You could just see Serbia slowly deflating. Even when they were close, they couldn't really get to seize the momentum because he would come back and hit a three, or the ball would move and Ant would hit a three or something like that. And then you just kind of got the feel in the first half. It's just a matter of time, and it was just a matter of time. Second half, they clamped down even more. They're in rhythm now, and then Serbia didn't really have much. And that's the problem with trying to beat the USA team. You know what I'm saying? It's just you may be strong up front to match their front court, but you don't have the depth or the talent in your backcourt, or it could be reversed. You got the backcourt talent and depth, but in the front court you thin. And that's where they have an advantage over everybody. They're gonna wear you down. So you have to play efficient, just no mistakes allowed type basketball to have a hope of beating them. And that's if you got a number of NBA guys in your roster to match them talent wise. So it's gonna be tough, but a good thing. Good start. What we expected for the most part. A couple things they got cleared, the turnovers and stuff like that. Certain teams, those turnovers, it could be you can keep them in the game that way. 17 for this caliber team is just too much. And you can't say where they just learned each other. They had exhibition, plenty of practices and whatnot. And you can just tell the way Serbia was trying to keep up with their guard play. They weren't even as athletic. So what happens when you go against a more athletic team that can move and stuff like that? It's not far-fetched to say those turnovers, if they pass like they did today, will be in the 20s, and then that can translate to a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? As they, better competition comes. So, look, man, love what we saw. And love how everybody's kind of accepting the roles too. You know what I mean? Just it's about getting the gold at this point. And as long as they keep that mentality, they should be fine.
I think Ray's touched on something earlier, mentioning Jaylen Brown with some people talking about why decisions were made. Because you have to have guys that fit the big guns. They can play with them. Derek White, as we saw today, perfectly equipped to slide in with whatever else is on the floor and do what Derek White does. And while he's not Drew Holiday, but if you were looking for somebody else to give you some of what Drew Holiday brings, did they do something wrong in that selection?
And
go ahead, Cardell.
And he understand this is a totally different. This ain't the NBA, bro. You just making it impossible for you to get back on anything USA related, no matter how good you play. They gonna make you pay, bro. It's better just to be quiet, and just keep it moving. Because crying, and this is what I mean by the ego and all that. I'm not afraid of you, Nike, and all that. Like, bro, sometimes you could be the biggest dog in the world, bro. But if it's 10 dudes around you with guns and knives, live the fight another day. You're not gonna win that. Just remember them, and if you catch them slipping, then if you feel the need, you get them back. Right now, you fighting the losing battle, and you just ruining it things for yourself. And what is it for, really? Ego and pride. What's done is done. They're not gonna cut somebody right now and be like, hey, come on, because you crying. It's like, all right, cool. Use it as motivation and fuel when the season comes, and everybody on that team, I'm gonna get it all y'all. So people can talk why I should have been on that team, and I'm gonna leave it alone. And then maybe the next go around, you'll have your chance. But the way he's going about it is just not gonna turn out well. He'll never get on.
It's totally the wrong way to go about it. And you guys already mentioned, talk about Halliburton and Tatum not playing in this one. I think they did like a pregame interview on the broadcast about talking to Steve Kerr. Like, one of the differences with Olympic play, like this lineup, whatever happens, is gonna be per game, y'all, depending on what's going on, the ebbs and flows. So, Tatum Halliburton got to stay ready for if and when that time's come that they're called on. You need to come out and do what you need to do. Also, that second lineup, that, like Cardell, you talk about the depth. It's absurd and unfair, that second group. Like, let's be honest, all right? Yeah. That second group gives you, like, defensively and offensively, that second group has no issues. So there's Derek White and Kevin Ant and Bam. So the dude at the 3 is taller than the 4 and the 5 while you running around switching stuff. And credit to Kerr, because I know everybody loves to talk about Kerr and the stuff that he does. I thought it was great when he chose to employ Kevin in that group to close quarters, because it was huge. You brought in your best options defensively in the front court, which your nuclear weapon offensively, Ant's Ant, And Derek White out there just happily doing Derek White stuff, not getting in nobody's way while they're destroying things. And they closed the half strong. They closed the first quarter strong like that. They closed the half strong. And then credit them, they came back out, and I thought they were way better defensively in the second half than they were in the first. And of course, things would be expected. They're going to continue to get comfortable and play with used to playing with each other. And even the other thing, like in the first group, commend Devin Booker for the role. Cardell, you talk about people embracing their roles. The role that he has when he's on Team USA. I know last time and even this time go around, guard your man, knock down open shots. It is what it is. You got to be like book for the Suns is book for the Suns. Here, guard your man at all times. Be ready to knock down an open shot and keep the ball moving. But yeah, it was a good first win. Joker is Joker, man. That's a bad man, bro. Like, that's just bad. It was a couple times he had him be one-on-one. And I was just like, man, this is why I don't even know why you talk. Just leave that man alone. Like, he caught him with the drop step a couple times. Dude looked like a child. And that's a grown man that he got like that a couple times. But look, man, first game, first group game, first game that counts. Good win. Player of the game for you guys?
Man, I gotta give it to Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
He just let it be known like it's gonna be tough, baby. It's gonna be tough. But try hard. It's gonna be tough. Try hard though. Do y'all best.
Yeah. Hey, look, I have no argument. Try hard, it's gonna be tough. It's crazy. 8 in the first half. I think him and Bron didn't miss.
Yeah. Like
again, for some of the people clamoring why some folks were on the bench, you want to take the two dudes out that didn't miss. Is this what we're clamoring for? Like, y'all gotta relax. X Factor.
I gotta get over LeBron. 21, 9, and 8. In this type of level, you can shoot. You can play anywhere, play all 5 positions, honestly. So that's what I'm saying. Man. He basically just having fun because all he gotta do is just get downhill. He don't got to really create or nothing. Like, let me just bully up, and they backpedaling, moving out the way, and all that stuff. Like, yeah, man. Like, it's physical, but that physicality is something he's equipped to handle compared to some of his teammates and stuff like that. So, hey, man, you gonna have to figure out something.
Ray, no arguments for X Factor. I didn't have any.
No.
Yeah, and also like even for him, he's about getting downhill. They got so much other stuff going on in that starting lineup. Obviously, with Steph and his gravity, like there was a couple times we saw Drew Holiday end up naked underneath the basket because folks was pressed like, oh my gosh, where's Steph going? 2 people ran with Steph. Drew just there chilling, like you said. LeBron's is a playground right now for him, running around with the space he has on the floor where all he wants to do is facilitate and get downhill. But no, they got another game. The next one is Wednesday. Then I think the one after that is on Saturday for the men's, I believe. And then we'll be talking with you guys tomorrow after the women's first game. So appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll check in with y'all a little bit later tomorrow.